New for spring summer 2021, we have the TCX Dartwood. This is a new addition to the range of motorcycle riding trainers from the brand that pretty much started this movement within the urban rider clothing market. TCX are an Italian brand, and they are really well known for doing a great combination of style, quality of protection, but great value for money as well. So what we have here in the Dartwood ranges from around £159 to £179, depending on which of the variants you go for. There are two. We have the waterproof variants, which come in the black and the brown that we have here. And then there is the Gore-Tex equivalent, which comes in at £20 more at £179. All of them offer CE approval, and they all have a lot of features packed into something designed to look sort of like a casual sneaker, but with a slightly, I would say, more formal spin than something like their Street 3, which is very much that kind of Converse aesthetic. These ones, being a full grain leather on the upper, do have a slightly more refined look, and things like the laces, particularly on the brown one, having a slightly more formal look, if such a thing is possible as far as a trainer is concerned. So they're very comfortable, they fit true to size. This is the first thing to say. We have great feedback on TCX boots consistently across all their different models. The waterproof lining is fitted underneath this leather full grain upper outer, and one of the nice things about it is that you also have this gusseted waterproof zip as well for easy access. So although you have the laces, you have on the inside section this Velcro overlay tab, and you have a simple YKK zip with a nice chunky gusset, as you can see. So you can get this on easily in conjunction with a little leather pull tab at the back of the boot. And when you're going along, they've even thought about little details like the fact that you might not want your laces sort of fluttering about in the wind. So there's actually a little elasticated pull tab here, so you can kind of tuck the lace underneath that to keep it out the way as well. Other features, we have this really decent grippy, apparently self-cleaning, but I'm not quite sure how that works, rubber sole, which you can actually also see the ZPLATE shank through. So this is a boot that comes with a shank fitted inside it, so your foot will ultimately bend in the way it's supposed to, but not the way it's not supposed to, giving you extra degree of protection there. And it's quite chunky. I would say these boots, compared to some of the other sort of trainer style motorcycle shoes in our range, they feel slightly more substantial and more durable. Some people want things that feel as lightweight as possible, and some people want ones that feel like they're a bit more sort of reassuring in the way that they have a solid feel to them, and these ones are slightly more up that end of the spectrum, I would say. They're not heavy, but they are, I would say, durable, solid, and certainly well put together. So you also have this little indent, as you can see, on the top of the gear selector area. It's not an overlay as such, but it's just a detail there to sort of disguise, I suppose, scuffing from the eventual wear from the gear selector over time. You've got offset colours with the red stitching on the brown. The black in the waterproof variant just has black throughout, with the exception of this sole, which you can see, which is a sort of translucent rubber. So as I say, you can see that Z-plate underneath it with this orange kind of poking through under the studio lights. And there's also a sort of wood chip effect fleck kind of thing going on. But the black in the waterproof version has almost a sort of lifted colour to it that at a distance might look like a very dark green or something like that. Whereas the black in the Gore-Tex really does just look like a full grain leather, and you can very clearly see that texture of the leather there, and it's just very black. Whereas this one is almost slightly suede in the feel of it, as is the brown in the standard waterproof. So a slightly different finish going on between the two of them. You have this really comfortable checked lining top with a padded upper, so very easy, very nice and comfortable to get your foot done up nice and securely around the sort of lower ankle area. You have malleolus protection by the way of D3O, which is great. This is a soft and flexible substance, and you don't see this used in too many boots, but it works perfectly because it is just that, soft and flexible, pretty much unnoticeable, and very neatly integrated in these boots in particular. You often get a sort of disc, a circular disc with stitching going on the outside, which gives away slightly the fact that the boots have a motorcycle function to them, whereas these ones don't have that, so they do look very casual and as understated really as something that's CE approved and as protective as this can do. There's an Ortholite orthopedic insert in the footbed, which makes it very nice and anatomical and comfortable, and you also have reinforced heel and toe areas as well. So basically everything you could want. This is waterproof, CE approved, protected in all the right places, and it's a boot that is going to be really dependable, well made, because it comes from TCX, true to size, and in stock and available right now at Urban Rider. So if you've got any questions, comments or feedback, leave that in the section below, and stay tuned for more videos of the world's finest riding gear. Thank you for watching. We'll see you again soon. Goodbye.